nowadays YouTubers, if you want to be a YouTuber, you cannot just be a YouTuber. Like there's no more Logan Paul daily vlogs.
Yeah.
I don't think you can do that. I don't think you can survive off of just daily vlogs. Welcome back to the podcast. Today I want to touch on MrBeast again. He's like a topic that we cover a lot typically. And it's not, maybe it's because of clicks. Yes, you want to get clicks and views, obviously, but it's also, he's like the number one YouTuber. And when we're on YouTube, it's like you see what the best is doing and you try to emulate how he's doing it.
That's what I was thinking. Like, I don't necessarily think we like make it like what we're talking about for clicks. And that's like, it is like it's a bonus, but also it's a, like interesting topics. So like, we should have like interesting topics to think about, and obviously if they're interesting topics, they're gonna get clicks.
Yeah, and like talking about exactly, like it's a good idea. I mean, MrBeast is just what everyone's interested in and what I'm interested in as well. And so specifically with this one, I was doing some like searching a few days ago for one of our videos that we're making on the main channel, and specifically it was, revolving around fitness, right? That sort of stuff. Well, fitness industry, like if you look at YouTube CPM, right? The money that you make on YouTube, MrBeast, his category that he's in is like one of the lowest CPMs.
Just like entertainment.
Yeah, just entertainment, exactly. And I don't know if they've talked about how much money they're making from YouTube specifically.
Yeah.
But entertainment, like I from what I've understood, MrBeast made money from YouTube. He reinvested into his YouTube channel, every cent that he made, and he continued to compound that over time, right? That's not possible anymore, dude.
Yeah.
Like, especially in the entertainment, maybe finance, if you're like just a talking head finance guy, but you have to have expertise in it now. And then you look at, like, if you're looking at the finance guys, like how do you get in that space now? And it's almost like MrBeast has destroyed YouTube because he showed people how much money you can actually make on it, which has pushed so many people to it 4 or 5 years ago. And now they've done the same thing that he did. And now they're so big that it's like where there's a room for the little guys now.
Well, no, not even that, but also like when he showed how much money you can make, like all these people who already had money decided, oh, this is a good side hustle. Why not? So why would somebody listen to some kid fresh out of high school or college talking about finance when they could go listen to Alex Hormozi?
Yeah.
Like a multi-millionaire, close to billionaire, just like giving away free tips. Like, and not even that, like, Jason Kelsey is retired, the center for the Chiefs or for the Eagles.
Did he retire?
Yeah, he retired. Or I'm pretty, like, everyone's pretty sure he's retiring.
He's got a bunch of money.
Yeah, like he's retiring, and then
he's old.
Somebody was asking Travis Kelsey how many more years he has.
Yeah,
he's like, well, he's like I know you always say like you're gonna run to the motor falls out, and he's like, yeah, I know, but he's like, it's a whole different world with this entertainment business now because him and his brother have that podcast is doing really well. He's like, it's a whole different business. He's like, it's a lot less bruises and cuts, and then like so even like professional athletes are thinking, I'm gonna retire to do YouTube.
Yeah,
like. So like,
and not only that, they're bringing so much of a like audience from. I mean, I don't know if they have much girls watching their podcast, but with like, he might as well milk the Taylor Swift thing as long as he has it. You know, where it's like, and it's like you double down on it. But yeah, like I mean, how many guys are gonna listen to us talking when you could go out and listen to a ton of other like people who've already made a name?
They're already famous.
Yeah, who's already, and it's like, and it's kind of like. If you want to do something, like if people want to look up, or MrBeast made it to where he's the YouTube guy, to where now people look at him because he did well on YouTube.
Yeah.
Logan Paul, kind of that way as well. I don't think you can do that anymore. I don't think you can make a life being only social media and then become famous because you were social media.
I think you can. I think it's a lot harder. But, like, the main thing is...
Like, do people respect you then?
See, that's a whole different question. Like, saying... Because then, like, if you start just on YouTube, then you're a YouTuber. Like, you're not... Like, Alex Hormozi, obviously, people don't see him as like, oh, that's the YouTuber. Like, he's not treated that way. But if you're only... Like, Trahan, he started after MrBeast. Like, he's a YouTuber. Like, I feel like there could be some guy we've never seen... I feel like you could always do that. Like, blow up. Like... It's obviously a lot harder, but you definitely can.
So like, how much money did Ryan Trahan make?
See, I honestly don't ever keep like I don't even know how much views he pulls per video.
Like, I mean, he's pulling some good amount of views, but I'm just like, so for instance, when I was looking at this fitness stuff, right? Fitness CPM's decent. It's not amazing, but it's better than just normal entertainment, you know? And there's this one guy who we were watching, right? And I don't know if you guys know him. He's like Ski Mask Fitness guy, okay? He went out and he dedicated this year. I don't know if he had money saved up. I don't know what it was, but he's like, I'm dedicating this year to my YouTube channel. I'm going to hit 1 million subscribers, right? And he went balls to the wall. Like, homie was putting out videos. You can see he's grinding, hustling, doing all this stuff, reinvesting the funds. He started making money, right? Continued to do it, hit a couple million views on channel, right? He's trying to get 1 million subscribers. He's connecting with other influencers, right? All this stuff. And granted, it's a year, right? I mean, he could do a lot, like he built, I think he's like 350,000 subscribers, like a good amount. But he was never making enough money. Like, he was broke the whole entire time.
Yeah.
Because all he's doing is like buying more camera equipment, because now the standards are so high. Like, our bikes and stuff this stuff isn't cheap. Like, these cameras, all this stuff.
You said our mics. I swore I heard bikes. I was like, what bikes is he talking about? I was like, when do we buy bikes?
Our mics, the mics that we're speaking into, right? All of this stuff, like and then you have to have expertise and like knowing how to set it up.
Yeah.
Not that we're amazing at it, but you eventually get better. But you got to have you got to have a roof over your head. All of this stuff takes funds. And it's getting, the barrier of entry is getting more and more and more.
But also, we say that, but I think it's going back down, like we talked about recently. Like Sam Solik, he's one of the guys that just blew up because social media. Yeah. Which also, he's a freak of nature. But
I mean, if you just like could destroy yourself, okay.
But still, like different. He's one of those guys that just blew up like that, and his budget's like, he has a nice camera and mic and stuff. But
I mean, look at David Goggins. Yeah, like he has. I don't think he has. Yeah,
exactly. He records with a phone, like running, bobbing, like.
Yeah, I mean, if you're like just messed up in your head, maybe it's different.
It's hard to make like entertaining videos, I think, especially like those challenge style videos. Yeah. But also, that wasn't a big thing before MrBeast started that. So I feel like it shouldn't be easy to make his kind of video because that's like his thing.
Yeah. No, I'm just like, I'm thinking nowadays YouTubers, if you want to be a YouTuber, you cannot just be a YouTuber. Like, there's no more Logan Paul daily vlogs. Yeah. I don't think you can do that. I don't think you can survive off of just daily vlogs, right? And maybe, I mean, I guess you have like Danny Duncan, where then he starts selling merch, and now there's like a merch business behind it. Maybe that's it. Like, maybe it's not just clicks and views. I guess it's always been that way, where you had to have some sort of business in the back end.
Well, now, like, I used to think, like, when I was a kid watching YouTubers, I was like, oh, this is just like a guy who started uploading videos and got lucky and whatever. Now, like, anybody with couple 100K to 1 million subs on YouTube, like, they have to be smart. Like, there's no way that they're not, like, don't have a brain on them.
That's why I think Sam Solik, like, I think homie mapped her out.
Oh no, he's smart. That's why, and like, also that's why I think you don't have to have merch and stuff. It's because I think everyone who owns a YouTube channel's enough a hustler to know what to do with their money, to make money, like doing real stuff without not including social media. So I think they have that as an income and they invest in other stuff. But at the same, because there are a lot of people who just make, like the C-Boys, they have merch too, but they just do videos. I was thinking of another one, but I'm pretty, like, everyone I can think of, I'm sure they make money on the side doing other stuff.
Yeah, and I mean you have to, right? Because this one guy, that's all he tried to do is just live off of YouTube ad revenue, and then it's just not possible. Yeah, like, if you're gonna fund your business with the same money that you're making from the business, if it's just views, it's not going to work. Like, YouTube does not pay enough. No, I mean, no platform is going to pay enough because, like, attention's split. Like, don't get me wrong, this fitness guy is awesome, but MrBeast just came out of a video, right? Yeah. And you're like, I'm going to go watch his because I know it's going to perform, or this guy's like hit or miss.
Yeah, which, oh, crap. I forgot where I was going with that.
I'm just saying, like, when I'm looking on the things and I see there's a MrBeast video, I'm going to click it because I'm like, homie is gonna have a good video.
Yeah,
right?
that's
like
what
expectations.
Yeah, which because it's also not just ad revenue. When you have enough of like views, obviously you have the sponsors. Like when they call the sponsors in the video, like whoever it is, I'm sure they talk with like if MrBeast is doing a video, he knows it's gonna cost him like close to $1 million. He's gonna tell the ad like, yeah, it's gonna take about $1 million. That's when he's like, these guys sponsor, like they took care of the video. So then all the ad revenue goes in his pocket because it doesn't go to making that video.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's also when you're big enough to have big sponsors like that.
Because I mean, for this guy, but so that's what I'm saying. Like, you're big enough, right?
Yeah.
So with the barrier to entry, once again, it's like, why would a sponsor go to some small guy when they have MrBeast? You know? Sure. And it's like, and how do you get those sponsors unless you attract? Unless you like give like, because you got to show like, this is how much money I've brought the previous sponsor. So like, you show that stuff to him in order to, and all of it. I'm just like, dude, I'm glad we're in, right? Like, I mean, we got a little bit of traction, but if you're starting at 0 today, not saying that you guys can't do it, right? Not saying that that's impossible. I'm saying shit gets harder, dude. Like, we're early adopters, and eventually it's just a lot of kids our age. I guess I don't know if we're kids anymore, but a lot of people our age, right? They've always, I don't know, not always, but it's just like, I want to be a YouTuber, right? Yeah. That's what I want to do. I want to do my passion and get paid by doing that.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the NFL. Like, we also want to be NFL players, but then you kind of get to a point where you're like, okay, it's not realistic.
Which it is, like, I can see how it is different from like the NFL to the YouTube, because NFL, like, if like some people, you're not make the NFL, like with your genetics, which also you could say the same for YouTubers. Like
think
if
NFL started however many years ago, whatever, 70, 80 years ago. Yeah. YouTube's 20 years. Thinking 60 more years, like, there's gonna be YouTubers for everything. Yeah, it's gonna be like, why? Like, you're not gonna make it as a YouTuber. Because
I think that's the biggest thing is, if like, it's actually like a tip I don't hear a lot when you're watching videos like how to be big on YouTube, is like being different. Like, you have to have your own thing, because you're not gonna, like, if you're just doing fitness, going and showing people how to do lifts or like proper form, you're not gonna beat out JPG. Yeah. Or if you're showing just you doing your workouts, you're not going to beat Sam Sulek. If you're doing challenge videos, you're not going to beat MrBeast. So you have to have like your own thing that you're doing, and that's the hard part. It's finding
your own
thing that's entertaining,
that people fuck with. If they want to, like, that they want to be, or that you're like a leader in that, whatever it is. And that's kind of, I think that's what it comes down to, is you cannot copy other people if you're going to try to be a YouTuber. You just got to go on your own, do your own stuff.
And you can do the same thing, but you still have to be different somehow. Like,
like somehow improve it.
Yeah.
But like,
even if it's just like your personality, but if you don't have like an over the top entertaining personality, it has to be something else. Yeah, like, exactly. But that's like, I think that's the hard part, is finding something that's different while being entertaining at the same time.
Yeah. And MrBeast, like, for instance, his YouTube videos, they're not going to be like something that we look at and we're like, okay, let's copy that, because I mean, really and truly, our budget is not enough to improve.
Let's go buy an island. Let's go buy an island and then give it away to somebody.
So it's like you don't want to copy. Like, and I think Ryan Drahan, he's like tried, but he makes his own spin to it. And I guess there's like, maybe you could, and it's all coming. I guess it's creativity, just being creative with all that stuff. Yeah, video creation is a creativity thing. And maybe it's not like, it comes like, you can throw money at stuff for so long, and if you're not doing it the right ways, it's still not going to work. Yeah. Right. So it's not just a money issue either, but I'm thinking, like, as far as like kids growing up, I want to be a YouTuber. Like MrBeast when he was 13, only that's all he did his whole life was just focus on that. Like, if you can do it. Yeah. But the possibilities are getting harder and harder and harder. Like Kurt Warner in the NFL. Like, yeah, he did it. Yeah. But they're the slim possibilities. It's getting harder and harder. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, and that's another thing is, I think, like, most kids growing up who want to make a YouTube channel, it's a gaming YouTube channel. And that's a whole different monster in itself. The amount of gaming YouTube channels out there.
Same like we were talking about Fortnite.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, that's just getting more, the comp is like ridiculous.
Yeah, no. Like if I saw like nobody on Fortnite is just a no name unless they're like the best player in the world is going to be famous YouTuber anymore because there's thousands of either pros or just like content creators who've been doing it for like Ninja, Tim Tatman, all those guys. Yeah. Like, you're just not gonna.
You got to be an early adopter.
Yeah.
If you're not an early adopter, then you better be the best.
Yeah, exactly.
World champ.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And it's kind of, it's interesting to kind of think like where we go with this and how we like push this into the next generation, next direction. I don't know, whatever it may be.
There'll probably be a new platform like TikTok comes out.
We're gonna have to hop in early.
Because it's hard seeing TikTok go away, but it also would have been hard seeing Vine go away.
Yeah. I mean, there's gonna have. I mean, and maybe it's X. Maybe we just start posting on X all the time.
Honestly,
that's it.
We're gonna be freaking pissed in 10 years. It's the biggest thing. We're like, dude, we were
X,
there. We could have done
the
it.
X podcasters.
Honestly,
whatever. I don't know, but. What do you guys think? You think YouTube's dead now, or you think you'd still make it in it? Put it in the comment section down below. Otherwise, guys, this is going to be it for the podcast. We appreciate you watching, joining, and viewing. Hit that subscribe button. Talk to you in the next one. Peace.